Yeah, welcome in everybody, and welcome back to another CBL podcast. And in today's podcast, we're going to be taking a look at two big teams.
Oh
The
yeah.
Dowel Drillers, which is the Woodhouse from Jersey, and the Medalogs from Banshee. So, mm,
Yeah. So how you doing there, Craig?
hmm?
Doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, you're looking pretty spiffy again. I mean, like, what the hell's going on?
What? It's a normal shirt look.
No, always trying to show off. I mean, I'm telling you now. Jeez. Let me get this out of my mouth. Jesus. Tell you. It's rough.
Normal
It's
shirt.
rough being a sportscaster. Yeah, I'm telling you.
She's a normal shirt.
Normal shirt, my ass. Oh, whatever. All right, so we have these two teams, and I mean, seriously, the way that these individuals go head to head is actually quite funny.
It is, yeah, absolutely. As we dubbed it in an earlier video, the toilet bowl of Contingent Bowl.
Oh my God, yeah.
It certainly was that, wasn't
It was. It was. Like, Jesus. Like, there was just tons of laughs. There was tons
it? Yeah.
of fumbles, I think. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
fumbles, failed pickups, it had everything.
everything, including the toilet. I would say the kitchen sink, but we went with the
Yeah,
toilet. So,
yeah, definitely the toilet. Definitely the toilet. I think Nuffle decided to take a great big piss on the match.
oh yeah, little backsplash and stuff. It just,
Yeah.
oh, what'd you say, brown smears?
Well, there was definitely something brown on that pitch. That is a fact.
So they went to the bidet bowl, and let's take a look at the results of the
Yeah.
match,
Yes, sir. 2-1 win for Medalogs.
which was insane.
I know, right?
Like, I mean, holy cow! Banshee's one of our newer players,
Yep.
and I guess going back to Lizardman this season has definitely paid dividends.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I mean, if I remember rightly, I think with this being our technical third season of winning BloodBowl, um, this is the first time that she's actually beaten Rosie.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
played it on Twitch. Rosie wasn't feeling too great at the time, but still
no,
had that funny Rosie spirit. And sometimes you just can't flush a bad log down.
yeah,
Just gotta let it float.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
floater!
So,
And
yeah, 8 armor breaks versus 7 armor breaks. Pretty even,
yeah,
considering.
yeah, I thought for sure with the armor value that Banshee had. I know that she wasn't running as many sources as your son,
No,
but
no.
she still had the Croc cigar. She still had a lot of strength fours on the
Yeah, she did.
pitch,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
those skinks were just all over the place.
oh yeah, definitely. But there was also one death as well.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah. An expensive death, no matter what player it is on the Wood Elf team. No,
Ugh.
no,
No,
wasn't Wood
no,
Elf team. It was the
that was
Lizardman team.
yeah,
Mm.
yep.
So
Let's see.
it was Skink then, I'm guessing.
Let's see. Let's pull it up and the team roster. And yeah, it was a skink.
Yeah,
Luckily, it wasn't any of her sources or the Croc cigar, so that's always a plus.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, don't know why my mind went to what else, but
That's all right.
too many
We were all
bashes on the head.
we were all expecting the men in tights to sit there and kind of get a little bit too waterlogged.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, shall we head across to the statistics?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Uh,
So, with the statistics, we are looking at the injuries and KOs first.
yeah.
So, it looks like the murder logs, they inflicted 2 KOs and
Yep.
1 injury. And then the Dow drillers, they did 1 KO, 1 injury, and actually that poor skink was the 1 death.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty bloody for a match.
Yeah. It was not as bloody as I expected, though. Lizardman team going against the Wood Elf team. I would have thought the Wood Elves would have taken a lot more damage. Um, they seemed to be quite sturdy this match.
Yeah, yeah. And I gotta say, with having the MVP look real quick, because
Yeah.
we've got to take a look at that.
Yeah,
But
we did. Yeah.
the skink got 5 out of 6, which is quite nice.
Yep.
That'll help towards side steps
Yep.
for catching the ball, possibly even. Do they get general? I can't remember.
Yes,
Do they
I
get?
believe. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure most players get general skill.
Which would be good because sure hands would be an amazing skill to put on a
Yes.
skink.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
And then Rosie had, and the only reason why we didn't say Bushy's name. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at Rosie's teammate name.
Yeah. Bush trimmer.
Walter. Yeah. But Min Dash 6 is the one that got the Lizardman.
Yeah.
I was looking at Bush Trimmer. He
Yeah.
got the MVP, and unfortunately,
He got
no,
injured.
fortunate. Was that the injury? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm losing my damn mind. So many
Yeah.
games have come up and whatnot. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, it's been quick fire round this round.
It has. It's been great.
But I mean, just looking at some of the other bits on the stats as well. Blocks very even, 38-32. Yards rushing 52-42. It's really even match really.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't help that their whole game was a wash.
It was absolutely.
Like usually when you play, if you don't happen to know, usually when you play tabletop or even in BloodBowl 2, BloodBowl 3, the likelihood of it being raining or snowing or something along that line is very few and far between. To have every freaking setup be rain is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it just did not change. It certainly made things difficult for both teams.
Yeah, it did. It did. So, but all in all, they pulled it out. And looking at the SPP, I mean, again, we're looking at things that are pretty fair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's literally what 2 SPP difference in total.
Let's see, 5, 10, 13 to 5, 10,
Yeah.
11. Yeah, so it's only 2.
Yeah, so I mean, Spruce Willis getting the pass for the Wood Elf team.
I see somebody else up there that I want to take out. Elijah Wood. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what it is, but I want Elijah Wood out.
yeah. Forrest Gump there, look, even getting 3 SPP.
I'm okay with him because he's a Southern boy like us.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, I would say looking at the stats, the SPP, and in general how the game went, there wasn't much to pick between the two of them. They were very even, and it was a play right at the end that caused a win for the Medalogs.
Yeah, it was a 1-1, and then right towards the end, Banshee, we're not going to give it away, but Banshee did a miraculous move.
Yep.
And boom, there you go. That's
Yeah.
all it takes is sometimes you take that chance.
Mm.
You do that wild thing. And man, I tell you what, that bidet ball was just splashing for her at that
It
moment.
was, yeah, absolutely. With that in mind, let's have a look at talking about dice rolls and how everything even was. Let's look at the dice rolls. I mean, the 3 6s for Medlogs, 22 6s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Only
11
17
5s as
ones.
well. Jeez.
Yeah, 11 fives. Yeah, the 17 ones, so that automatically puts her in favor of the D6 rolls.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, the Dowel drillers a lot lower on the D6s. 12 6s, 11 5s, and then 15 ones.
25 twos. Like some of those are okay because of the 2+
Yep.
dodge, but
Yeah. But
that
with
is
it
a
being
lot of twos.
with it being rainy weather, those lower numbers actually started to hurt the Wood Elf team because obviously it adds a +1 onto the dice. So sometimes when it's like a 2+ or a 3+, it's pushing it up to a 3+/4+.
Yeah,
Elves are
yeah.
known for their lower numbers, so it makes things easier for them, and it was having a tough time.
Yeah, yeah. As we're seeing, their dodges was what 6 out of 10, so 60% is what it's saying. We don't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
percentages; we just read what the number is.
yeah.
But it shows that they had a 100% for the one pass that they made, so that's always good.
Yeah.
But pickups, you could tell that the game was a little rough with three tries, only one success.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
And then I got to point this out too, really quick. Usually, when you have that big guy, as you know, the big guy does not want to play ball sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when you got rain coming down and everything. If you look, her Croxigar, the Bonehead, 11 successes and
Yeah.
0 failures.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Croc was ready to play.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of surprised he wasn't MVP.
Wouldn't that have been awesome?
Mm.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
That big logger just sitting there, just only
Yeah.
failed loner once.
I know. Me personally, I would give him MVP just for that. Yeah.
Most poop value.
Yeah. You really made it that long.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Well, now that we looked at a little bit of the percentages and the D6s, let's look at those block dice, huh?
Yeah. For the Medlogs, that is rather low.
Yeah, a lot of pushes.
Yeah, a lot of pushes. I mean, the 9 pounds, okay, it is slightly on the low side for what you'd expect, especially with a lot of strength 4 in there. But 10 scores and 23 pushes, that's a bit of a rough match, is that one?
Yeah. I mean, if we're looking down the list here for like the multiple die rolls, there seems to be a skull just about everywhere somewhere. And because she doesn't have any block, anything that's like a boat down is basically another skull.
Yeah.
So you're looking at what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 potential that if she didn't get that POW or Defender Stumble some degree, something to help her out,
Yeah.
you know, it was going to be hard.
Yeah. And the Dowel drillers, pretty much the same sort of theme going along, really. Only 10 pows and 15 scores.
That's a lot.
20 pushes as well. So, yeah.
Good gosh. I mean, at least they both got to play. I mean, my team that I had to have a conversation with, it was just so lackluster.
Yeah.
I only can blame myself, though. Should have never played that game before the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Anywho,
Tell you need the hammer.
yeah, no, we don't need that hammer. Okay, you keep that hammer tucked away.
You need the hammer.
No, no, no. But I will tell you this: I do want to give not a hammer, but an axe throwing to Elijah Wood. Do you see all this Elijah Wood movement here? I'm taking him out. I'm telling you, there's something about seeing that name.
Yeah, yeah.
Not happy. I think it was something about he ended up trying to marry my brother's cousin's sister twice removed.
Oh, God.
Trying to break the family tree, not forking. That's why Elijah Wood's going out.
We're trying to break a different ring, was he?
Hey, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. You know what? With that, why don't we just talk to one of the coaches? Now, granted, as we try to go and contact as many of the coaches as we can to have a conversation with them, sometimes it just doesn't work. I think we sent your hobgoblin out because we sent a goblin of mine out one time.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite work out very well.
Yeah.
We sent your hobgoblin this time
Yeah.
to go talk to Banshee's brutal.
Yeah, I think my hobgoblin got sidetracked with a video game or something.
It doesn't surprise me any. I mean, he is a teenager, so
yeah.
Maybe he got so used to rolling those 2 dice in his hands, you know. But we do have in luck a interview with Rosie. So do you want to try to get him on the call?
Yeah, why not? Let's bring him in.
Awesome. See you there.
So we'll bring in our guest speaker, Terminator, coach of the Wood Elf team that played Banshee's Medalox.
All right, there, Wolf. So now that we got the coach on the line, we got Toadinator, aka Rosie. We got a couple questions for him. You got your questions ready, Wolfie?
I have, yeah.
All right, so let's welcome in Rosie. How's it going, Rosie?
Hello. Not too bad at all. How are you guys?
Doing good, doing good. Pumping out babies, producing some beer, or you could even get yourself this wonderful Steve's Twisted Tea. You know, that's my sponsor there. But yeah, let's get right on into the questions, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, as a previous Skaven player, why did you choose Wood Elves as your pick this season?
Well, everybody knows that I am traditionally Skaven. I've got the tabletop Skaven. I have a Skaven tattooed on my left butt cheek. Yeah, I've also got it as my profile, but I like to try new things. So I thought I'd branch out and choose Wood Elves.
Awesome.
Yes.
I still do like fastish teams as well. They seem like the next quickest thing.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely a theme for yourself. You seem to like even though you don't really dodge much, you do seem to like the more dodgy, fast running teams.
I'm scared of risks.
Yeah, very true. So, what was some fears playing Banshees bashing lizards versus your more agile and fragile elves?
Well, obviously the fact that they're bashy and they're a lot stronger than myself, and we all know crocodiles tend to like upping logs and wood. So yeah, I thought I would try and literally stay away from the big guys as much as I could. In any that got stranded, keep them with another guy so it didn't give that croc or whatever a chance to actually get too many dice rolls on there. I thought, that's it, I'm going for your skinks. I know they're fast, they're quick, they're dodgy, they're annoying. I thought, yeah, that was my biggest fear, was literally just losing just getting smashed and obliterated by any big crocs.
Sweet. I mean, that's a bona fide play there. I mean, I played against your boy little Foxy, and I freaking got manhandled. It's just, jeez.
Yeah,
So
lizard teams are definitely tough team to go against with all those sauruses and stuff. So
Oh, agreed. Yeah, definitely.
all right, so on to the next question. How do you feel playing in someone else's toilet bowl, the bidet stadium, than your home Twigloo?
Well, I'm not sure that toilet bowl was clean before the match. And with it being called the B-Day Bowl, we all know what B-Day is clean.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm not particularly sure that was all water in some respects. There was some droplets of sweet corn or something or other dropping down there as well. But but I live in the sticks. So Twigloo, it's normally dry, and when wood gets wet, it gets floppy, and we just could not do nothing. You know, it was raining the entire game. I could not believe it was just so wet. You know, my balls were wet. Couldn't pick up, couldn't hold them, and honestly, my men's nuts were just going everywhere.
So certainly a few skid marks on the pitch then.
Oh, certainly, yes, there was a lot of skid marks. I think that's why I somersaulted so I didn't sliding something I shouldn't have done. You know, every time I got knocked down, just like I'm just gonna somersault on the bat. We ain't doing no sliding tackles. There's gonna be enough of that later.
So with that, with the fun player effect, it was really toilet water game, like you just said. Did I'm gonna guess it obviously caused issues, problems for you during the game.
Oh, certainly. It was just I don't know. We could have just played water polo, and I probably would have done a better job. Honestly, it was just it was absolutely horrendous. And as we know, I reckon during the game at some point we just couldn't see anything. We just got water in our eyes, so it was just I'm gonna block. Oh wait, no, I won't. Attack her down. Attack her down. There were so many school rolls.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe the look that both me and Queenie had in actually trying to either block each other or even pick the ball up for that matter.
Yeah.
And anyone that watches CBL it knows that Kings are really good at picking the ball up and legging it, but even they struggled as well.
Yeah.
So I think it was a match that was just against us purely because there was a leak in the booth somewhere.
Maybe a little bit too much splash on the ass, as some would say, huh?
Yeah. Too much kiss of Poseidon.
Well, for my final question there, Rosie, I didn't see a treeman on your team, so why did you choose to leave the big log out?
Well, that was not a strategic thing. You see, I contacted the agents for having a tree man. Unfortunately, due to other commitments and filming commitments, and to be honest, I reckon it was constipation, really. But due to filming commitments and whatnot, Morgan Treeman could not come onto the pitch this season at this time of day. So I had to leave him on, as well as the fact he was overcharging way too much. It's like going to a public toilet. I ain't paying anything just to go and spend a penny.
Yeah.
No. Oh, grief. If I want to drop a log that big, I still ain't paying that much.
Your next match, there is it. Are you looking forward to your next match going against Steve and his infamous inbreds, the Mountain Men?
Yes and no. I'm just pretty much hoping that he hasn't got some axes with him, and wants to make an outhouse or a cabin, and want to cut down some wood.
Yeah.
Because everyone on my team named differently, and it took me 17 attempts to even get the CBL to accept a name or a motto. 17 attempts. So I'm scared that, he's just going to cut me down to absolutely nothing. But yes, I am actually pretty... I do have a few issues with playing against the Inbred Mountain Men. Purely for that, I think they've got a bit more diversity in the team. Alongside that, I would say what I'm going to try avoid all my tactics.
That's suspect.
Yeah.
Don't want to give too much away. I appreciate that.
Yeah. But yeah,
just so you know, just so you know, there is a quite plain in sight part of the contract that says that when you play in our league, that you cannot do any type of suing against any other team or even CBL for things like another player touching another player's booty or muscles or anything like that. So I'm just saying my team might get a little handsy just for the sheer fact that we're not used to seeing new things out there. And y'all wear spandex quite often, I see. Gets us a little giled up a little, if you will.
Well, we will be wearing... Well, I'm going to inform the players to wear chastity belts for your match, because I have no idea what that twisted T consists of, whether it is twisted nuts or twisted nipples. They're going to have something to protect them a little bit more.
Well, we're going for Elijah Wood, that's for sure. For sure, right there.
And he'll go for Mount Doom at somewhere. He'll run.
Yeah, we're afraid of Chuck Forrest, though.
He was terrible in that last match. Honestly, he was terrible in that last match.
Oh, mercy. You got anything else, Wolfie?
It's not for me really, apart from to say best of luck with the rest of the season. But you got anything else, Steve?
No, I mean, it's going to be really weird seeing drunken inbred men fighting wooden logs and in the loo. And yeah, usually we don't have to push too hard because, alcohol makes everything just go swoosh right on down. But I don't see that happening in this game. I think it's going to be really close. I would like to have your final thoughts there, Rosie, of just overall in general for your fans, for your teammates.
Well, I'm hoping that I don't get beaten up too much, because one of the original names was called Hard Wooders. So that if I got beaten up, they would not be so hard after that. They'd just be a softwood.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for joining us for the quick interview, and all the best for the rest of the season, really.
Yeah, no worries. Likewise to you guys as well. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah,
awesome.
Right, and
I tell you what, Wolfie, after having that conversation, I'm gonna have to buy me another pack of cigarettes. I don't know if I'm like enthralled or nervous, but either way, I need to calm my nerves down. And he just that response.
Yeah,
just smoking my leaves.
Yeah.
Right. We should go on to final thoughts of the game and everything, and we should catch you in the next one.
Okay, bye.
And welcome back, everybody. So, interesting interview there, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, Rosie definitely has an answer for everything. It just, unfortunately, sometimes the pitch tells him no, he's not allowed to talk that much. He's not allowed to do the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And But I mean, great sportsmanship. I think that he did the best that he could based off of the situation.
Yeah.
Um, and man, all that rain though. I mean, that was just the biggest hindrance.
Yeah. Plus, I think the certain part of the factor in was like as you said, it doesn't like taking chances,
Oh
and
yeah.
with a Woodhouse team, you've really got to push a little, especially with the Dodgers and stuff. Um, and with it being like a relatively newish team for him, because he's not some of the normally players, like I said, he's normally a scathing coach. So I think a few added in extra factors there, as well as the constant rain, didn't do him any favours.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he didn't try too. Like there were multiple times that he tried stacking up his what else to try to
Yeah,
get a decent block in. Um, Banshee, did really well with trying to keep the sources in a position where
yeah,
all she would have to do is literally throw up one skink
yeah,
to have the source have that strength four again to get
yeah,
two die block.
yeah.
Um, so I mean, all around, it was just an intense game,
Yep.
and we appreciate you, Rosie, having a chat with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say for Banshee, she struggled the first 2 seasons, um, trying to get something really going, because both seasons that she's done, she's suffered something heavy. Like I know in one of the previous seasons, she lost her Kotsugar in the first game, and it
Oh yeah.
took her nearly all season to get another Kotsugar back. So at least this time around, she's been able to save her play. I mean, yes, she has lost a skink, but a skink's a lot easier to replace than something big like a Sao Kotsugar. Um, so, she's off to a lot better start this season. So hopefully for, Banshee, it continues.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, I think the experience that she's had over the couple of games or seasons that we've had, um, her coverage,
Yeah,
again, it's just been a lot better. And hats off to her, like using those strength fours and that croc cigar
mm,
in good spots.
yeah,
If those were tied up, sitting there going, all right, well, fine, I'll just pile in a little bit with some of the skinks and see what we can do with it.
mm.
And I mean, hats off. I mean, can't ask for anything more than that,
No,
especially with the
no.
2-1 win.
Yeah, that's it. And who knows? That could be a pivotal game towards the end of the season. Grinding out that 2-1 win, even though dice rolls were always in our disfavour, it could, could mean that those 3 points could become in clutch for the end of the season.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if as Ricky Bobby once said, if you're not first, you're last. And I think she's climbing that first position, totem there. I
Yeah.
mean, if I wasn't afraid of getting my arm chopped off, I probably would have tossed her a case of beer because she did a lot better in her team than my damn team did. That's for sure.
So, yeah, you got any final thoughts, Steve? Or
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't want to play her.
yeah, I
That's not
can't.
a
I can't say I'm looking
that's
forward
not
to playing either of the Lizardmen teams, to be honest.
that's not her as a coach. That is her strong team, and I've already got PTSD from playing one Lizardman team.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to this. I'm gonna have to definitely throw in some like cousin, sister, wife, like showgirls. Bring out instead of the Budweiser, I'm gonna have to spend extra money and maybe get a little bit of Jim Beam in their system, something for them to actually do something to this team because they're probably gonna have that PTSD. I'm gonna have to drug them up or something.
I can lend you a
They're not
hammer.
gonna want to play. No, I don't want to see the hammer. Okay, you keep that hammer away. Okay.
I'm just saying.
No, you're blocking hammer. That should be your inducement. Instead of arm and hammer, you're blocking hammer. Gracious. Anyway, that's my final thoughts. What's your final thoughts there, Wolf?
I think it's going to come down to the wire at the end of the season. Um, there's been some interesting results already so far. Some have gone how I kind of thought, some not so much. This game, I wasn't. This is one of those games that I wasn't 100% certain who could win, who would or wouldn't. Yeah, who would or wouldn't win. Purely because of the fact that obviously Lizard Men can be extremely strong team. Widows are normally a really top-notch team for dodging and keeping out of the way of stuff. But it just shows even the elves can be beat.
Thank God for that. We don't need to see any more brown stains on the pitch. We don't need to see any men in tights. And that also goes for you, Wolfie, and your spandex. We don't need to see that.
Well, with that in mind, don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and share the video.
and actually, if you also want to put down a little bit of a comment too, that also helps the algorithm.
The algorithm.
Yeah. Algorithm. And yeah, just tell us about how our videos are going. I know that it's not high quality. We are trying our best.
Yeah.
But I think that we're doing pretty good. And thank you everybody that has been viewing the show so far. We've done really successful on our first opener video. So
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Yeah.
See you next time, everybody.
Catch you later.